in his corner. So Chris FORSBERG, Rome Charpentier. Chris FORSBERG, this is his home track. He's gonna be out here tomorrow for the Pro Down, Bro Down, where get all these pro cars. He's gonna be driving that Ultimaniac alongside some Pro-Am drivers. And here we are. So taking a look, here we go, Chris FORSBERG and Rome Charpentier. Ryan, taking a look here, we got some analytics going down.
Yeah, 3 data points coming off of the vehicles. We have throttle, that's that blue. You have the speed, and then you've got our traditional decel light.
Chris FORSBERG initiating that first outside zone. Rome Charpentier giving chase. Looks like Chris FORSBERG drops a little bit of a tire, not too much though. Good angle there. Oh, he's really getting off course, but Rome Charpentier not bothered at all. Into that first inside clip, the one and only Rome Charpentier kind of making some corrections. Now FORSBERG into that last outside zone and crossing the finish line. I want to see the overhead view of this one. That got interesting, Ryan.
Well, Rome certainly had the most storied event of last year, didn't he, here at New Jersey, where he really gained, I think, a lot of respect for the way that he approached everything. And he's trying to back that up here, going up against 3-time champion Chris FORSBERG. A lot of pressure there leaving outside zone 2. A little bit of separation, and now trying to collapse here. Gets into that zone about midway through to keep the pressure on. And now we will mix things up as Chris FORSBERG will go to the chase and Rome Charpentier will take the lead.
RCP, as we lovingly call him, Rome Charpentier. Some people say Charpentier, some people say Charpentier, some people say Carpenter. We just simplify it, RCP. What are you laughing at, Jacob? I'm joking, nobody's gonna say Carpenter. I mean, there's an H in it, but I'm just having some fun here. And Rome has a good time too with it. The Garagistic BMW E36, giving moderns hell. He is leading Chris the Force FORSBERG, again, 3-time champion. He'd love to win here at his home track. Rome Charpentier, Garagistic BMW E36, initiating that first outside zone, throwing it in, both of them. Here goes Rome in that second outside zone. Rome filling all of it. Chris FORSBERG, look at him lunging forward, that VR-powered all-new Z. Past that inside clip, how is he gonna handle? Going to that last outside zone. Man, the proximity of Chris FORSBERG right there. Tough one to call, Ryan. Rome Charpentier and Chris FORSBERG.
Well, you know, Chris
certainly
very consistent in the chase throughout the entirety of the course, and I think that's what the judges will take a look at, is when you look at the duration of proximity and the degree of proximity, and also matching that up by comparing the leads. Do we have an advantage for one driver over the other? FORSBERG here, the one mistake he did make was not getting into the second outside zone at the same time as Rome. And Rome was able to take advantage of that by clearing the zone completely. And right here, FORSBERG does a much better job. He's still at a slightly less angle. And so that's what we have on the table for the judges to take into consideration and to see if we have enough for somebody to move forward. And as the lights go down, the conditions on the track will change even further. More adjustments will need to be made, and like it was last year, I'm sure it'll get more crazy.
Yeah, you see a little fist pump there from RCP, maybe selling it. And again, you saw them pull up, give each other a thumbs up. Sportsmanship thing to do. Who's going against Matt Field? Here's the BC Racing side-by-side, official suspension of Formula Drift.
So what I'm going to be looking at here in particular is just looking at the proximity of both chase drivers, because the leads had some similarities. FORSBERG did drop that right rear, and we did see Rome have a couple little adjustments, like not getting as deep as he could at the beginning of outside zone 3. So do we see some major differences in proximity from the chase runs? Not just the actual proximity itself, the duration, but also was there a mimicking effect, which was something that was spoken about at length in the drivers' meeting this morning, is that the judges really want to see that mimicking effect taking place. And look at that.
And there we go. We got Rome Charpentier, and Rome Charpentier gets the win. Rome, 2-1. We had it one more time from Robin Ishida, but Chris Yule and Brian Eggert say Rome Charpentier takes out Chris Forsberg in the top 16. Sight lap.